Everyone's chasing the next Austin, right? But what if the next great real estate story isn't where everyone's looking? It's hiding in plain sight right here in Kentucky horse country. We're digging into why smart investors are suddenly watching Lexington and whether or not it's the next big wealth play or just a beautiful mirage. I'm Bob Sophiea. This channel is all about moving and living in Lexington, Kentucky. Whether you're thinking about buying, selling a home, relocating your family, or investing in one of the most underrated markets in the country, you're in the right place. The numbers show Lexington has a lot of the same traits Austin had 20 years ago. So here's the question. Is Lexington a hidden gem we've all been looking for? Or is it just a nice local market that doesn't move the needle? By the end of this video, you'll have clear answers on whether or not Lexington deserves a spot on your investment radar. First, let's talk about affordability. The first and maybe the most compelling argument for Lexington is that you can still actually afford to buy here. As of mid-2025, the median home price in Lexington is hovering between $321 and $351. Now stack that up against the national average, which is still significantly higher, or a market like Austin, where the median sales price is still over $500,000 even after the market cooled off. This affordability advantage is a game changer. It creates a higher ceiling for future growth and a lower barrier of entry for both homebuyers and for investors. It's a key reason U.S. News and World Report ranked Lexington number 15 on its list of best places to live for 2024 to 2025. But it's not just the price. The investment numbers have to work, and this is where Lexington keeps delivering. The market has shown sustainable appreciation, which home prices are up around 3% to around 6.5% year over year. Forecasters are calling for another 3.1% rise in home values by late 2025, which points to a healthy, organic growth, not a speculative bubble. This isn't the wild, unpredictable roller coaster of a boomtown. It's the kind of stable growth that builds real, long-term wealth. For investors who are all about cash flow, the picture is just as compelling. The average rent in Lexington sits around $1,200 to $1,400 a month. And because home prices are still reasonable, the rent to price ratio is still favorable, and it's still possible to find properties with cap rates in the 6 to 8% range. A number that's getting harder and harder to hit in those overheated markets. A huge piece of this rental demand is the University of Kentucky. It is a built-in rental engine with nearly 39,000 students, plus being the city's largest employer, it keeps demand high and vacancies low, especially for properties near the campus. This is all happening in a city where 46% of Lexington residents rent, meaning a huge ongoing tenant pool. So at this point, you might be thinking, okay, Lexington's affordable. But cheap real estate doesn't equal smart investing. If you thought that, you'd be 100% right. Because what actually does separate a boomtown from a bust isn't price, it's momentum. And Lexington's momentum might just surprise you. Let's talk about the jobs and economy that are quietly fueling this market. A cheap market means nothing without jobs to back it up. And this is where Lexington really starts to stand out from other sleepy, affordable towns. The economy here is surprisingly diverse, and it's tough, earning consistent praise for its strong job market. It's not just one industry holding this city up. Of course, you have the world-famous equine industry, which is a massive economic driver and a huge part of this city's identity. But beyond being the horse capital of the world, Lexington has major sectors in healthcare, manufacturing, and education. The University of Kentucky isn't just a source of tenants. It's an economic engine and a hub for research and innovation. We're also seeing serious new money pouring into the city. For instance, the manufacturer of SRC of Lexington recently announced $15 million expansion, bringing 60 new high-paying jobs and opening a massive new facility in 2025. This isn't a one-off event. City leaders have broken ground on the new Legacy Business Park, a 200-acre project expected to create nearly 1,700 jobs with an annual estimated payroll of $100 million. On top of that, Kentucky has become a titan in the electronic battery production, with Huge investments from Ford, SK On, AESC, cementing the state's role in the future of manufacturing. While these plants aren't in the city of Lexington, they create a powerful ripple effect across the entire region. And Lexington is one of the state's 6 official innovation hubs tasked with supporting this growth. This mix of stable, old-school industries and forward-thinking investments makes for an incredible, resilient job market. Number 3, the quality of life and the vibe. Data and dollars are crucial, but this city's long-term success always boils down to one simple question. Do people actually want to live there? This is Lexington's ace in the hole. The city offers quality of life that is getting harder and harder to find. U.S. News and World Report recently ranked Lexington as one of the top cities in the entire country for quality of life. And it's not hard to see why. It has the perks of a larger city, a vibrant downtown, a foodie scene that's getting national attention, and tons of arts and culture, but without the soul-crushing traffic, the high crime, the insane cost of living that plague major metros. You can be in the middle of bustling downtown, and 15 minutes later, you're driving through some of the most beautiful country in America, surrounded by rolling green hills, iconic black fences, and stunning horse farms. This unique blend of city life and rural beauty is a powerful magnet. And let's not forget, you're at the heart of Kentucky's Bourbon Trail, a massive international tourist draw that has pumped a ton of energy and investment into the region. This isn't just about a nice feeling. It has direct impact on your investment. A high quality of life attracts and keeps a talented workforce, which in turn attracts more companies. People show up in Lexington for a job or for school, and they end up staying because they fall in love with it. This turns a transient population into a permanent one, fueling long-term housing demand, and it's no wonder publications from Southern Living to Forbes have been highlighting Lexington as a top city to visit and to live in. Okay, number 4, the risks. No investment is a sure thing, and it would be dishonest to sell Lexington as a guaranteed home run. To build trust, we have to look at the potential downsides. First, while Lexington is affordable next to Austin or Nashville, it's still a competitive market. Homes are selling fast with a median of just 7 to 33 days on the market, depending on the source. Well-priced homes in hot neighborhoods like Chevy Chase or Hamburg can go under contract in less than 2 weeks, meaning as a buyer, you have to be ready to move fast and likely face competing offers. You just can't stroll in with a lowball offer and expect to win. Second, the secret about Lexington might be getting out. Like a lot of places, it's starting to feel an affordability crunch. As prices climb against the backdrop of higher mortgage rates, this squeezes first-time homebuyers and can shrink the buyer pool. The entire state of Kentucky is also dealing with a major housing shortage, which pushes prices up, but also creates headaches with low inventory. It can make finding the right property a real challenge, especially for investors hunting for a bargain. Finally, if you're an investor chasing that explosive short-term appreciation we saw in Austin a few years back, you're probably going to be disappointed. Lexington's growth, it's best described as slow and steady. While home values are climbing consistently, they aren't doubling overnight. This makes less than ideal market for fix and flip investors who depend on rapid market jumps for their profits. The slower appreciation is a key part of this market stability, but for anyone looking for a quick flip, it could be seen as a major drawback. So, is Lexington the next Austin? The answer is, it depends on what you're looking for. Lexington is not the next Austin if you're looking for speculative, high-risk, high-reward bets. The days of 20% year-over-year price jumps, they're probably not in Lexington's future, and frankly, that's a good thing. Instead, Lexington, it represents something far more stable, and for a lot of investors, way more attractive. It's a solid, fundamentals-driven market that is perfectly positioned for significant long-term growth. It has that rare combination of affordability, a diverse and growing job market, and an incredible quality of life that will keep attracting new residents for years to come. The steady appreciation, strong rental income, and the defensive shield provided by the university make it almost a perfect market for a buy and hold investor looking to build wealth over time without the speculative risk of a bubble. So here's what I think. Lexington is not hype. It is a premier emerging market for the patient, smart investor. It's for those who want to invest in a real city with a real economy and not just chase the latest hot trend. It's a powerful contender, not just for the title of the next Austin, but for the far more important title of one of the smartest places you can put your money for in the next decade. If you're thinking about investing in Lexington or another up and coming market and want to go deeper on the neighborhood level data, I'd love to connect. There's a link in the description below where you can book a free one-on-one strategy session with me and my team, and we can help you build a plan that fits your exact goals. If you're thinking of moving, whether move to Tennessee or to Kentucky, make sure you watch this next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It's a free way to support me and to support this channel. Also, if the video's good, hit the like button. If I left anything out of this video, make sure you drop it in the comments and we'll get back with you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.